UFC 275. Is going down in about an hours of time. It's going again against two guys against each other. Global Texeira versus Jiri, 42 years old versus 29. A guy that has a grappler versus striker, a grappler that can strike versus striker. I don't know how can that hasn't been tested in the grappling realm yet against a high level grappler before. We don't know how good Jiri Bohashka has been tested before in a fight against some wrestler. I don't know what his name, but I think I saw it in the Weasel video about you know a day ago, 2 days ago. I forgot the guy's name, but he's supposed to be a good wrestler, and Yuri gave him problems and stuff, but I don't know. But these two gentlemen are going to fight, and then it's gonna be an exciting fight. This fight will never be a boring fight ever. It cannot be a boring fight. It's just the recipe for disaster. These two are going at it, and you can see it in the face-off. They both wanna fight each other so bad. So let's start with Jiri Bohashka. Jiri is actually a good fighter. You could say he's a kickboxer, but you could say he's not. You could say he's just a martial artist, a high level martial artist. He's one of those guys that actually learned the game from by itself. He's a student, like he's student to himself. Like he learned from himself. He teaches himself everywhere. And I like the way he fights, and I like the way he strikes. He's a good striker. He's exciting to watch. He's got good straight shots. His shot selection is very amazing. He has a great shot selection. Has great shot selection. Like in terms of the tip kicks, he will throw a tip kick. He will throw a body kick. He will hit you into the body. He will hit you upstairs. He will just throw a body shot, then go upstairs. He will surprise you. His unpredictability is his best asset. With that asset, his other asset is actually his uh, his way of fighting. His explosivity. He's very explosive. He's very agile. For a big guy, he moves like not a middleweight. Not even a welterweight. He moves very well. He moves like a fast welterweight. He moves really well. Like he moves like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. It's like it's insane when you see that guy how big he is and how much he moves. It's like insane. But as well as I don't want to go too much about. He's a big light heavyweight in the division. He's 6'3", 80-inch reach. I believe he's an 80-inch reach. Like he uses his reach very well as well. Like he can use his reach. He blitzes his opponent. He's not scared. I want to say another thing is he's not intimidated. He's not intimidated. He's not scared of getting hit. He's not scared of getting taken down or anything. He's wild. It's like Tony Ferguson fighting at light heavyweight. Just imagine Tony Ferguson with all his skill set moving up a division, moving not only up a division, moving 3 divisions or 4 divisions. It's not even 5 divisions. It's like a Tony Ferguson moving up 5 divisions against Global Texeira. Like it's like the soul of Tony Ferguson got out of Tony Ferguson's body and reunited with Jiri Bohashka's body. It's like the same guy. Elbows, same like fighting style, his same kicks, same striking. It's like a mirror fighting with Tony Ferguson. The awkwardness, the way he strikes. I would say this fight is gonna be amazing. I am very excited to see what Procchazka brings to the table. I learned from researching Procchazka that he's been training for a year to do this. You know, he's been training grappling only for a year against someone formidable grappler like Global Texeira. Global Texeira is actually a good grappler, and yeah, I think he has a chance of beating Glover, but will he win? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't made that decision yet. But we will move on to Glover Teixeira. So let's talk about Glover Teixeira. Glover Teixeira is actually an older gentleman in the light heavyweight division. He's been fighting for so long. He's been fighting for many years. He's a good grappler. He's one of the best grapplers in the light heavyweight. Excuse me, light heavyweight division. He's really good. His grappling is second to none. He takes you down, and when he takes you down, he just doesn't play it anywhere. Like he just tears through your guard. He doesn't care. He just will go through your guard like butter. Like the basic fundamentals don't work with that man because he's very tricky in the ground. He has so much experience. Like it doesn't really it doesn't bring it justice what I'm saying. Like going to the ground with that man like Glover Teixeira is a death wish if you're a light heavyweight. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good your level of defense. He's gonna submit you. He's gonna take you down. He's gonna take you back. He's gonna submit you. The only thing you could do is accept position. And if Yuri Prochazka doesn't make a stupid mistake and and like turn his back to Glover Teixeira like he always does, he has that tendency. Like he had the tendencies of him like exploding, and I think the Weasel has brung it, and Dan Hardy has broke it down that he explodes, explodes and expose his back. But I don't think he will do that. I don't think he will do this thing. I think he's smart enough to just accept position, hold on, maybe hold on to a leg half guard, just hold on position, protect himself, take some damage, a couple strikes here and there. Round ends, boom, he's on his feet again. And that's it. So what I would say is I think Glover Teixeira is eventually is gonna take him down. Eventually he will take him down because he takes down everybody. He can take down everybody. I do know that John Blachowicz in his last fight has a hole in his game. I mean, if you've seen John Jones, what he did to Anthony Smith, like he made Anthony Smith look like a fool. But Glover Teixeira beat up all those guys. He beat up Anthony Smith worse than John Jones did. He beat up Santiago. What is his name? No, he's not Santiago. Thiago Santos. Excuse me. Thiago Santos better than John Jones did. He exposed all their games, and I think Glover Teixeira has the tools to beat anyone in the division. I think the only hard matchup for him is Rakic right now. I think Rakic present a terrible matchup for Glover Teixeira. But even though Rakic is like 2 miles away from him, like it's like 10 miles away from him, Rakic needs to catch up because he lost to Jan Blachowicz, and it looks like Jan Blachowicz is fighting for the title next. So I think Glover Teixeira is very underrated. He's the underdog for this fight, which is something I believe is insane. He should not be a 2-1 underdog. Based on him being an underdog, you should put your money on Glover Teixeira for sure. Because, I don't know. So, we're going to go to the end of it, and we're going to think who's going to win between two of the best in the light heavyweight division. So, my opinion on this fight is it's a tricky fight. It's 50-50. And I would say if Jiri Prochazka surprises us with his wrestling and he stuffs every takedowns, which I think he's capable of, he's going to win. But I would say Glover Teixeira has the ability to knock him out on the feet, drop him, and if he drops him, he's going to go up on him and he's just going to take his back immediately. He's going to try to submit him or something. So I would say the winner of this fight will be, and I'm going to decide, is Jiri Prochazka. I think Jiri Prochazka has the ability to stuff the takedowns, keep it on the feet, and knock out Glover Teixeira. Glover Teixeira has been through some wars. He's been finished before. Jiri is a young man. He's 29 years old. Glover's 42. And I think Jiri has the tools to beat Glover Teixeira 100%. So I would say 60-40% Jiri Prochazka. I think Jiri has